from a bunch of officers ganging up on a deaf man
Put your hands behind your back.
to an entitled cop exposing herself on TikTok.
If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over.
These cops do not care what they do or who they put in danger. Disclaimer: all content in this video is for general educational purposes only. In 2019, San Marcos Police Sergeant Ryan Hartman responded to a call about a physical disturbance, and right off the bat, things started heating up. The man, named John Kelly, is down on the ground, but the officers keep using their tasers.
Put your hands behind your back, Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Do it now.
And that's when the poor dude lets the cops know why he can't hear them.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back, sir.
Alright, grab his hand.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
As the cops keep getting aggressive, so does the man.
Turn around.
Just have him stand up. I think it's pretty.
Let me see your hands. Hands. Let me see your hands.
I think he's gonna fall.
While the suspect repeatedly keeps trying to say that he's deaf, the police keep shouting verbal instructions at him.
Look at me. Hey. Look at me.
Finally, they understand. They give the man a way to communicate.
Look at him. Hey. Hold it. Give me your name.
You can tell just how hurt and tired the man is at this point. He keeps waiting for the cops to give him some kind of answer, but they just stand there and watch.
What the?
After going back and forth, the officers decide to arrest the man for no reason. And of course, he's pretty frustrated at this point.
Here's one. No, EMS. You want EMS? Bring 21 because you were tased.
Trying to let them know that he's innocent. After all that tasing, he needs immediate medical attention too, which the cops realize much later on.
What appears to be markings from where Kelly says he was tased, and he's still wondering why it escalated the way it did. Scratches, scabs, and marks from a run-in with San Marcos police are ingrained into John Kelly's mind. He says officers used excessive force unprovoked, landing him in the hospital.
Kelly later went on the record and sued the cops for their unwarranted violence.
I just told them that I am deaf. I verbally said that I would sign this, I am deaf. And then they instantly just tased me. Pretty too late by the time EMS had arrived. I was completely confused. I thought they were helping him, but the police immediately left and said, you can go.
Baffled by the miscommunication with a deaf man, get ready for a shocker. Even clear words don't seem to get through to some cops.
What are y'all doing? Bro!
But before that, meet Deputy Jamie Godey, who had stopped a 61-year-old veteran named James Hodges after believing him to be a threat. Mr. Hodges was legally blind and carrying his cane to walk, but the deputy thought that it was a gun.
Hi there! What's this in your back pocket? I just saw you walking it.
The navigational aids. What's the problem? You a tyrant?
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth?
I don't have to give that unless
Yes, sir. I was investigating.
you have reasonable
Do you want me to put you in handcuffs right now? Yes, sir, I do.
James is taken aback by the deputy's harsh behavior, and that leads to a heated argument.
What is your suspicion?
It looks like you're carrying a gun in your back pocket. I'm stopping to make sure you're carrying it properly. You don't have
you
to...
ensured that it's not a firearm?
No, you keep turning so I can't see it. You don't have to be a to me.
Well, you're being one to me.
No, sir. I'm doing my job.
Am I detained?
Yeah, you are. What's your name and date of birth?
It does not matter.
Yes, sir, it does.
Do you have a crime?
Would you like me
Call your
to put you in here?
supervisor,
He's right
please.
here.
James then goes up to the deputy's partner, holding up his walking stick to clear up the confusion.
What's the stop for? For a walking stick. And it could look like a weapon. She asked you to really present it, okay? Now she's asking me for ID. Okay. I don't need the ID unless there's a reasonable articulated suspicion that I have committed a crime, am committing a crime, or is about to do a crime.
But surprise, surprise, he refuses to listen.
Okay.
That is when Hodges lets the officers know he's legally blind.
Sir, you legally blind? Yes, I am.
After Hodges gives the officers his ID card, he's taken into custody for resisting an officer.
All right, Mr. Hodges. Was that hard?
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number. No, I'll put you in jail for resisting.
Okay. Have a seat.
You'll pick my property up, please?
I sure will, after you have a seat.
You want to pull this out of my back pocket?
Sure. Here, I'll grab your jacket for you, too.
Hodges later went on the record to talk about the whole thing and sue the two officers for pain and suffering, mental anguish, and inconvenience, and also the loss of personal property.
Well, I've always been the kind of person that don't really take things lying down. But I made up my mind to properly, and it is the law in Florida that you are supposed to resist unlawful orders. So I made up my mind to properly, legally, and as maturely as possible, given the circumstances, to fight back.
After all that, the Columbia County Sheriff went on the record to talk about how the two officers had been suspended for their inappropriate behavior.
Since the incident involved a patrol sergeant, the patrol lieutenant and captain were made aware of the incident. The administrative investigation concluded the afternoon of 11/7, and allegations of policy violations against these two deputies were sustained.
And if you thought that was the worst of it, wait till you get a load of these cops who confused an innocent father for a criminal. Meet Sylvester Hayes, who was pulled over by the Dallas police while he was getting his kids something to eat.
Okay, well, what's your information? That's it. That's all.
Damn, I'm finna go get some for my baby something to eat.
Okay, hey, if you're good, sir, you're good.
For some reason, the officer was mistaking him with a wanted domestic violence suspect, not even bothering to check if he had the right guy.
I'll explain it to you. I know. Step out. I'll explain everything.
No, sir. Tell me why. I didn't give you permission to.
Right now, you are being detained.
When Sylvester demands to know why he's being arrested, things start getting aggressive.
It's gonna get tased. Come on and step out. 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 Step out.
What are y'all?
Hold on, bro. Come on and step out. Hold on me for what? Come on and step out. Hold on.
Y'all, I didn't give y'all some. Bro, this is my gun. Bro, this is my
As the officers attempt to take Hayes into custody, he gets pretty violent.
Bro, what the
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
He tries to let them know that they have the wrong man, but the cops don't want to listen.
All Bro, what are y'all doing? Bro! Help!
Stop.
Help! 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 They hurting me! They hurting me!
That is when the officers push him into the side of a car, hurting him even more.
Put 84 out with us as well. And start us some record, please.
Get in the car! No, hell! Stop! Get in there! Well, y'all hurting me! Get in the car!
To make things worse, the officers then restrain him while the man still has no idea what's going on.
Help me! Help! Somebody help me! Stop! Stop! No, hurting me! You got cut. Y'all hurting me! No, we're not. You're hurting yourself. What are y'all doing? You're hurting yourself. Hey, well, he's down. Search him. Bro, I don't have anything.
in his pocket.
Yeah, bro, I don't have anything. It's on the floorboard of the front passenger. Bro, I don't know. That is my gun. It is in my hand.
The entire incident is captured on multiple body cams.
You're the one that crazy, y'all. Y'all in big trouble, bro. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all in big trouble. Go for it. I don't care. Y'all in big trouble.
After he's restrained and in the car, Hayes begs the officers to let him go.
Come on, you a black man. Look how they doing me. I got 4 kids, man.
But things get worse when the cops discover a gun in his car.
That is my weapon. This is my name. That's my weapon. This is my name. Bro, y'all doing this for no reason, man. I gotta go get something to eat for my kids, bro. Okay. I gotta go get something to eat for my kids, and that's how they do me. Yo.
But guess what? When the officer's supervisor arrives on the scene, he reveals that they have the wrong man.
Mr. Hayes, so, and I don't know all the story, but there is another Sylvester Hayes, right? So give me a second, right? And that Sylvester Hayes does have a warrant.
Yeah, maybe I'm the third, man.
Okay, so your last name is Hayes?
Hayes, Sylvester Hayes is
third.
S-I-L-V-E-S-T-E-R.
Okay, and then your date of birth?
February 23rd, 1996. And I'm the third.
We can handle all this, but when guns or stuff and stuff like that are in play,
I ain't pulling anything, sir.
No. I never said you did, right?
With everything, come on, man. With everything that's going on now, why would I pull the gun, man? I ain't trying to be another. Man, come on, man. I don't have to say it.
That's when the cops realize that they've seriously messed up. While all of this is going on, a bunch of other officers keep searching the car.
Another magazine?
After the confusion was cleared, Hayes took the cops to court, seeking punitive damages and attorney's fees in a lawsuit, pointing to 2 counts of excessive force and 1 count of unlawful arrest. From one chaotic arrest to the next, this time the victim is a delivery man whose shift takes quite the detour.
Do you feel okay?
I'm okay. I'm humiliated.
In 2022, this cop pulled over a DoorDash driver for a speeding violation.
Hey man, stick your hands out the window.
But what looks like a normal traffic stop soon turns pretty nasty.
Are you by yourself? All right. Do you know why I'm stopping you?
No.
I've been chasing you all the way back there. You're doing 120 when you pass State Street.
I didn't realize it.
All right. Is the car in park?
This is
all right. Go ahead and step out for me, please. All right. Just go ahead and put your hands on top of the car there for me. I'm just going to pat you down. You don't have any weapons on you? Okay. All right. Go ahead and spread your feet out for me, bud. All right. I'm Officer Border. I'm with the Zealand Police Department.
The driver is pretty cooperative right from the beginning.
Anything in the car you're not supposed to have?
Nope.
And why are you going so fast?
I don't know. I didn't even realize it. I was trying to get to my customer. I'm door dashing right now.
You're door dashing at 120? Man, you were dashing then, aren't we?
I didn't even realize.
All right. Is this your driver's license in here?
It's in my wallet.
Okay. What's in this pocket here?
I don't. You can go in there.
All right. Is that if I take it out?
Yes.
Nothing sharp that's going to pull me?
I don't know.
What's that?
No, it shouldn't.
Okay.
the officer calls in more cops for backup and keeps questioning the man with no good reason whatsoever.
All right, turn just a little bit. Okay, all right, you can just stand right there. All right, go ahead and grab your driver's license out of your wallet there for me, please. Thank you. Is your license valid?
Yep.
Is this your car? No drugs or alcohol today? No marijuana either?
Hello?
I don't
Okay.
know that.
Okay. All right, let's walk over towards the front of my truck here real quick. All right, just stand right by the front there. I'm just going to turn these lights down. You can stand with your hands down. You okay?
Despite having no evidence against the man, the cop is suspicious of drug abuse.
Okay. All right, go ahead and turn around and face me just for a second. I just want to look at your eyes real quick. Just feet together, hands down by your sides, look straight ahead. Look straight ahead. You're not using any drugs at all?
No.
Why are your pupils so pinpoint?
I'm nervous. I got pulled over.
Well, that doesn't change pupils. I mean, they're like super, super small. You see those officer car?
I'm not on anything. I'll take the test or whatever.
Okay. You don't take any prescription medication for anything? You're a pretty healthy guy?
I'm healthy.
Okay. Are you diabetic or have any medical problems?
Not that I know of.
Okay. You're not a diabetic though?
No.
Okay. All right. Because the only thing that makes your pupils pinpoint like that are narcotics.
Okay, well.
Okay, like a narcotic analgesic will do that. You're not using any heroin or opium or anything?
No, I'm really door dashing. I've been door dashing since.
Well, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you're door dashing at 120.
Yeah.
Okay.
The driver is passing all the sobriety tests, but the cop keeps insisting on performing them over and over again.
Your eyes are jumping all over the place. Why is that?
Could we take a test or something? I didn't have nothing to hide.
Is there anything in your car you're not supposed to have?
Search my car.
Okay. All right. These officers are going to do that real quick while I finish doing these tests, okay?
Person on the phone that you'll call them back.
I prefer to leave it.
Or if I tell them what's happening, they can just hang out there.
Yeah, just tell them to stay on the phone.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going here, okay? All right. Can you see it all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, try not to move your head, okay?
But,
just keep looking at it.
I'm like really nervous.
That's right. Just keep looking at my finger. Okay. We can't even do the eye test because your eyes are bouncing all over the place. Okay, I'm a drug recognition officer. Okay, there's not a doubt in my mind that what's going on here.
Okay, well let's do something. Let's do a test or something. I'm not on anything.
At this point, the driver is pretty nervous, but the cop continues to intimidate him.
I'm nervous. I'm in Zeeland, Michigan. I'm a black man. I'm scared as hell.
That shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. You live in Holland, don't you? So you come through Zeeland all the time, probably.
Probably not no more.
You got 3 officers standing here. We're all wearing cameras. There's nothing to be nervous about.
And since he's clearly not on anything, the man agrees to the cop performing even more tests.
Well, I mean, test me. I'm not on anything.
Okay. All right. So the next test we're going to do, same thing, feet together. Go ahead and put your feet together there. What's your first name again?
Torian.
One more time.
Torian.
Tornell?
Torian.
Yep. Okay. Am I saying that right? Torian? Okay. All right. So same thing, feet together, hands down by your sides. What you're going to do is you're going to tilt your head back. You're going to close your eyes and you're going to say your alphabet E through P. So you're going to start at E as in Edward and you're going to stop at P as in Paul. Okay?
Backwards?
No, not backwards. E through P. So you're going to start with E and you're going to say your alphabet up until P. Okay. You understand? Mm-hmm. Okay. So head back, eyes closed, E through P.
E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Okay, thank you. What's the highest level of education that you have?
High school.
Okay. Did you grow up around here somewhere?
Saginaw.
In Saginaw? Okay. All right. So what are you going to do now? Because you don't tilt your head back or anything, okay? Just stand like you are right now. You're going to start at number 68. You're going to count backwards by 1 and stop at 53. So all you're doing is simply counting down from 68 to 53. Do you understand?
No, tilt my head back.
No, you don't tilt your head back. Just 68 down to 53.
68, 67, 66, 65, 64, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53.
Okay, thank you.
A clear indication of his innocence.
All right, one more eye test, okay? All right, so this time my finger, you're going to watch tip my finger.
Okay.
It's going to make a series of circles around your face. My finger's going to come right towards the edge of your nose, but I promise you it's going to look like I'm going to touch you, but I'm not going to touch you. Okay? So just follow the tip of my finger, all right? All right, here we go. Can you see it okay?
Yep.
Okay, it's going to come towards your nose now. One more time. Okay. I know that one seems weird, doesn't it? Okay.
No matter what the driver does, though, the cops keep on going.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, let's try it again. All right, go ahead and start back in your right foot in front of your left. I told you I was showing you an abbreviated version of what this looks like. Okay, I did 3 steps. You have to do 9 down, turn away. I showed you how to turn 9 back.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were calling them 3 steps, like, because you said 1.
Yep, I was just showing you an abbreviated version. Okay. All right. So go ahead and put your right foot in front of your left. Hands down by your sides. Okay, and begin.
1, 2.
And at this point, the man has had enough.
Do you feel okay?
I'm okay. I'm humiliated.
Look, there's no reason to be humiliated. You understand why I stopped you, though, right?
I understand it.
If you're doing 120 miles an hour, then you don't pull over the police, you're obviously going to get...
I didn't realize
That's why we're saying when you're talking, right?
I didn't realize it, and I didn't see you, and I own up to that.
Okay.
I see you.
I
take a piss really bad.
It's okay. The cold's not helping.
Yeah,
but
it's not helping.
Well, yeah. I had you on radar at 117 and then 120 when you actually passed me.
Yeah, I didn't realize it.
Okay.
The officer eventually has to let the man go, but he makes sure to sue them in court for racial profiling soon after.
I'll tell you what, go ahead and have a seat in your car so you can get warm. I'm going to write you a speeding ticket and you're going to be on your way. All right? You got all your stuff up here?
Yes, do you have a business card too?
Yes, you bet.
I know I'm wrong, but...
No, you bet. I'll give you one.
I have a whole family of law, and I mean,
A whole family of what?
I have a whole family of law, so I know...
Oh, okay.
So can you give me all of your badge numbers?
You bet. Yep, you'll get a... Yeah, I'll get you a card from everybody.
You're a narcotics... Is it a narcotics detection?
Yep, drug detection. Yep.
So just all badge numbers and
You bet.
names, right?
You bet.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow, power sure goes straight to some people's head, doesn't it? Just like this corrupt officer who attacked an unarmed 17-year-old.
Out of the car, on the ground. On the ground. Ah! Told you!
This is Bryce Masters, a 17-year-old who was dead for 8 minutes after being tased in the chest. But how did it happen? Bryce was pulled over for a traffic stop by former Missouri police officer Timothy Runnels in 2014.
Roll all the way down. I can't hear you. Gotta roll all the way down. You can't hear me? Roll it all the way down. I can hear you. Roll it all the way down. For what?
From the very beginning, you can see that the teenager doesn't put up much of a fight. In fact, he's pretty scared when the officer approaches him.
Out. Hey, am I under arrest? Get out. Am I under arrest? Out. I'm gonna pull you if you don't get out.
Masters attempts to ask the officer why he's being stopped, but the officer refuses to answer his question and resorts to violence instead.
You really want to get tased right here in the middle of your car? Get your ass out now. I haven't done anything, officer. I haven't done anything, officer. What? Am I under arrest? Yes. Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest? Come out of the car. Am I under arrest?
When Bryce isn't coming out of the car, the officer pulls out his taser and starts using it on the young boy non-stop.
Out of the car, on the ground. On the ground. Ah! I told you. Hands behind your back.
Bryce yells out in pain, and you can clearly see that he's down, but the officer doesn't stop the physical violence.
Hand up.
Runnels starts searching the boy after dropping him face first onto the ground, not paying attention to the fact that the teen's heart had slowed down and he was having trouble breathing. When Runnels finally realizes that something's seriously wrong, he calls his partner over to see what's going on. He tries to make Bryce get up, but the teen is clearly unconscious at that point.
No, he started fighting me in his car, so I told him I was going to tase him rather than fight in his car. So he kept doing it, so I tased him.
Thankfully, an ambulance arrives soon enough, immediately treating Bryce for the heart attack that he's been going through all this time. The teenager was then rushed to the hospital, where the doctors found out that his brain had been deprived of oxygen for over 8 minutes, resulting in permanent damage. After the footage was released, Reynolds was fired from the police department on charges of violating a minor's rights and was sentenced to 4 years in prison for his actions. Some cops just never learn their lesson, like this captain who thought that being a cop would let him off the hook for breaking the law himself.
You been drinking?
Meet Oklahoma City Police Captain James Matt French, who's being pulled over for a DUI, but he immediately wants to use his authority to put an end to the whole thing.
Stay in your vehicle. Back in your car. Drunk?
No, Captain.
Huh? A what?
Captain.
Of what? Don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car.
When the cop approaches him, it's pretty evident that he's drunk out of his mind.
You been drinking tonight?
I just got a ride.
You been drinking tonight, sir?
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
What division?
Investigations.
And while he admits to his mistake, he also wants to get out of the arrest.
You been drinking? How much we had to drink tonight, sir?
Please.
Huh? I'm not turning my camera off.
Okay.
When his plan doesn't work, the man has to get out and submit to the questioning.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, we're not gonna get a return on it. How much we drink tonight, sir?
I was at a poker game.
Uh-huh. Because you're swerving all over and when you turn up here, you didn't use your signal.
I'm sorry.
And that's when he starts spinning the story.
How much you drink at your poker game?
Not much.
Not much? How much is not much?
I don't know.
Beer? Liquor?
Yeah.
How many beers?
3 or 4.
3 or 4? How long ago was that?
It's been going on a while.
How long ago did you drink your last beer, sir?
What time is it now?
It's 0140.
Midnight.
You think you should drive it?
No, but I came from 4 blocks.
Your mom lives here.
I live here.
You live here?
Yes.
The officer isn't having any of it though, and he immediately arrests the man.
Just turn around, I'm gonna pat you down.
Go ahead. Do what you need to do. I promise you I'm not a problem.
Okay.
Can I shut my door?
I'll shut it for you.
But he's still having a hard time following instructions.
Hang out right there, sir.
Got you, buddy.
Just stand with your feet together, hands down by your side for me. Hands down by your side, please.
When the tests begin, he fails pretty miserably at them.
So on and so forth until I tell you to stop. At any point in time, you lose your balance or your foot touches the ground, just go ahead and pick your foot back up and continue to count, okay? Do you understand these instructions I've explained to you, Mr. French? You may begin.
Once again, he tries to get the officer to turn his body cam off.
Are you going to do the test or not?
Will you please talk to me?
I'll talk to you once we're done.
You can turn it off, you can turn it on.
I can turn it off once I'm done with my investigation, sir.
Okay.
Once again, it doesn't work.
You want to try that again?
I will.
All right, you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The officer gives him one last chance to get it right.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And when that clearly doesn't work, the chief is arrested once and for all, after which he's immediately put on administrative leave. This is former Pinellas County Deputy Sheriff Shelby Elise Coniglio, who is stopped by Officer Kristen Higgins for reckless driving. Almost immediately, Coniglio tries to use her position to be let off.
Okay, so driver's license, registration, proof of insurance?
I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay.
And my driver's license.
Huh?
I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay. Do you have your license, registration? No?
To every question, the woman has only one answer.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm a deputy, but...
Well, that's why I'm asking. Do you have any weapons on you?
I live right there.
Okay.
I would normally, but...
Do you have some kind of ID or anything on you?
My ID is not here, but I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay.
When the officer tries to explain why she was pulled over, she refuses to listen.
I get that, but I pulled you over because you were flying past everybody and you were...
No, I was just driving
Okay, when I was pulling behind
way.
you, at this point you were going like 56 and a 40. You were flying.
No, I was not flying. I was just
Do you have your registration with your name on it or anything?
Well, this car is not mine, so...
Okay. Do you have anything with your name on it?
After a point, it's evident that she's drunk and slurring her speech.
I mean, I could get out, I could get in. I mean, you could come in.
No, you're good right now.
Listen, I'm
You're
just
good.
trying to, I don't know, whatever you guys want to do, whatever it
You're
is.
good.
I live at that light right there.
Gotcha.
So if you want to hang out, if you don't want to hang out. And so I was like, oh, I'll bring you home.
Gotcha.
Boom, 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 boom. Easy.
She's then asked to step out of the car for sobriety tests, and even that's hard for her to do.
Can you walk over? Are you able to walk over here?
Yeah, in the fucking...
Well, no, I just want to get on the sidewalk so we're not. Okay, all right.
And when the officer lets her know she's going to be tested, Elise's attitude totally changes.
Okay, can I check your eyes real quick?
Really?
All right, I want to give you every chance to say that you're fine. Okay.
This is what we're going to do right now?
I don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice?
No.
And you pulled me over for going 10 miles over the speed limit?
You were going more than 10 over the speed limit. And
Really?
It's not just speed, it's also how you were driving.
No.
Look,
10 miles over the speed limit.
I'm not going to argue with you. I mean, unfortunately, we're past that point. You understand my position? All right. I want to give you every opportunity for you to show me that you're okay to drive. And I really hope that that's the results we get, okay? But at this point, I can't just look the other way.
This is how you're doing it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She even implies for the officer to let it slide because of her cop status.
I don't have a choice. It's
Yes,
the same
you
for
do.
anybody else.
No, yes you do.
I can't treat anybody any differently.
Yes, you would.
No.
I wasn't in other people's lanes.
Okay. I'm not going to argue about that. There's dash cam video and all of that, okay? Well, I'm hoping that you can show me that you're okay to drive. Okay? But I have to go forward with this. I have to at least investigate
No,
it.
I just want to know.
I explained to you. You smell very strongly of alcohol. Your movements have been very slow and fumbling. You have a very dazed facial expression. All these are signs of impairment.
At this point, nothing seems to be making sense to her.
If you're good to drive, perfect. But I have to investigate that.
No, you have to go over it again.
Okay.
I am showing what exactly?
You have bloodshot, watery eyes. You have slurred speech. You have a
But I'm wearing
odor.
contact lenses.
Okay. You have a strong odor of alcohol coming from your breath.
But I have...
Okay. All right. As I said, I'm just conducting an investigation at this point. I want to give you every opportunity. You're saying that you're fine. I want to give you every opportunity to show me that.
There's no way in... No way in...
Okay. Can I check your eyes real quick? Just make sure that you're okay?
You're gonna check it? No.
After a long argument, the officer finally starts the sobriety test, and let's just say they don't go so well.
I mean, can you see this light?
Yeah.
Okay. All I have you do is just stand with your feet together and arms down at your sides. So what I'm going to do is follow this red light with your eyes. Oh, careful.
That is...
Okay. What I'm going to have you do is follow it with your eyes and your eyes only. I don't want you to move your head at all, okay?
If your shoes are bothering you, you can take them off.
That's too fast.
Keep following with your eyes.
It's too far away.
Just follow it as far as you can go.
It's too far away.
Your eyes are drifting. You're not focusing on the pen. I just need you to focus on the pen, okay?
When the officer asks her any questions, the woman's responses are just plain weird.
At this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to participate in 2 more field sobriety tests. Is that something you'd be willing to do?
You think that I'm impaired right now?
As I said,
after eyes.
Yes.
So in the eyes.
You're showing signs of impairment. I want to give you every opportunity to show me that you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, there's 2 additional tests, the walk and turn and the one night stand. Is that something
I'll do all of the tests.
Okay. Perfect.
As the tests go on, it's pretty clear that the woman is in no condition to drive.
1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012.
Hands on your sides.
1000. Huh?
Keep your hands next to you.
Oh, now I forgot.
And now you may stop.
When asked about how much she's had to drink, she keeps on lying.
So why do you smell like alcohol?
I do not smell like alcohol. I smell like pigment.
That's not pigment. That's very strong alcohol. Okay. And, I mean, you're a deputy, you know about HGN, okay? That's caused by alcohol. So, how much do you have to drink? Nothing. You don't want to be honest with me?
The deputy is then arrested for refusing to cooperate with the police and driving under the influence. Once she's arrested, the deputy is clearly dazed and confused from the alcohol. Thankfully, she was immediately terminated after the arrest. While Elise tried to use her influence to get away with a crime, at least she didn't harm anybody in the process. I can't say the same for these next 2 cops who arrested this poor woman just for fun.
Who's that?
A head, R tail.
Okay.
Before that, though, on August 19th, 2018, now former Ocala police officer Katie McDonald was being pulled over by the police for crashing her car. But when the officers caught up to her, she wasn't in the car.
Everybody all right?
It's not my car.
Whose car is it, you know? Who was in it? Which way did she go?
Huh?
She ran behind the tree.
She ran behind this tree?
Yeah, the driver ran behind the tree.
You said driving around?
No, she ran.
The driver ran behind the trees.
Oh, this
white girl, black girl?
White girl.
You all right? Hello? Hey. Hey. Talk to us. Who are you talking to? Okay. What's your name? Did you say Candy?
Katie.
Katie?
She works for us. Are you alright? Get up. You got ants crawling all over you.
For us?
Yeah.
It hurts.
You got ants crawling all over you.
I know, it hurts.
Katie's crying so much at this point that she can't even talk to the officers.
They told me they were
You said what? Hold on. I didn't hear you. Start over. What happened?
These guys wouldn't stop following me, and they wouldn't stop telling me they were gonna hurt me, and so I got in my car and I tried to drive away, and I wanted to call somebody.
Where were they following you from?
From O'Malley.
Okay.
this woman is going into a full-on breakdown.
You got your driver's license on you? Alright, come with me to the car.
And I didn't want to drive, but they gave me no choice. I didn't want to call 911 because I was scared.
That doesn't make sense. Here, just hang out by my car, okay?
After she's done crying, the cops once again try to begin their lines of questioning. Katie then started telling a story about being chased by a group of men, but she couldn't even keep up with her own story.
They were following me. And I crashed into the ball. And when I got out, I ran out and they were gone.
After saying the people following her left when she crashed, her story totally changes.
I just wanted to leave, and they got out and they told me that I was they told me such a bad thing.
What did they say to you?
They said such bad things. They told me that I was a bitch, and they told me that I was such a bad thing, and I just I called my brother, and I called my brother, and I called my brother, and he never answered.
But at this point, the police can tell that she's drunk, so they decide to question her some more.
You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer, have him with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you? Okay, you're not under arrest, okay? Having those rights in mind, you want to talk to me?
After claiming that she didn't know the men who were following her, she suddenly seems to remember who he was.
I try to act brave and I try to act tough because I'm in law enforcement.
Okay. I know you said something about you were at O'Malley's.
Yeah.
And there were some guys there bothering you.
They always bother me, the same guy.
Okay.
But Katie keeps up the victim act, changing her story every second.
Yeah.
I called my friend AJ and I told him, I'm like, I don't want them to touch me, and I don't want them to be anywhere near me, and he kept saying that they were, and then he said, don't drive, but I was like, I'm so lost because he was sick tonight. He texted me earlier tonight and he said that he was sick with.
After all that, the officer starts conducting sobriety tests.
Put him directly in front of you in a straight line for me. There you go. Okay, can you keep your feet straight for me? All right. Look at your feet for me, okay? Look, see how your back foot's not straight on the line?
Of course, Katie doesn't do well at all.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
I put your foot down.
22.
There you go.
When she's taken for a breathalyzer, Katie starts having another meltdown.
Will you submit to a breath test? Yes? Okay. Just sit right there for me. And what was my arrival time? What was my arrival time?
3:03. She turned herself out against the 4 of us. Okay.
After she failed all the tests, Katie was arrested and charged with a DUI, only to be later fired from her position. Drunk driving is never okay, especially if you're a cop. But you know what else is not okay? Sending an innocent woman to jail.
Who's that? A head, R tail. Okay.
Meet Roswell police officer Courtney Brown, who pulls Sarah Webb over for overspeeding. And right off the bat, things are a little intense.
Stay in the car.
Sorry, my window doesn't hold.
Off to Brown Roswell Police Department. You know how fast you were just going, ma'am?
I'm so sorry, I'm late for work.
So you could go over 80 miles per hour on 92? No, ma'am. You have your driver's license and your insurance card?
Yeah, my insurance.
Turn off the car and pass me the keys, please.
Sarah complies with all of the officer's demands, but she only seems to get more aggressive.
I'm a hairstylist.
Okay, so you think driving that fast on a wet road is a smart idea just because you're late for work? Instead of calling and say you're running late for work, you would rather risk people's lives.
I'm sorry. This is LexisNexis. I'm trying to look it up. I don't have it printed off.
Give me 1 second, I'll be right with you.
Brown then returns to the car to check Sarah's record and consult with her fellow officers.
I'm having issues with my CAD. Can you please do an 8 and 10 check on the Georgia tag? As well as an 8 and 10 check on a Georgia driver's license.
And that is when things start going seriously downhill, because Courtney doesn't even seem to be taking the case seriously.
So I got too fast for, let me write this down. Too fast for conditions. Is it reckless?
Yeah, you can do reckless, and then speeding.
Courtney and her fellow officer keep going back and forth, wondering what to do. And that is when she decides to do the single most unprofessional thing you've ever seen.
Hold on. Are you? Okay, hold on.
The two officers are heard using a coin flip app to make the decision.
Who's that?
A head, R tail.
Okay.
Despite the coin showing tails, which meant release, Wilson suggests a police code for arrest as the two laugh.
This is tail, right?
Yeah, so release.
23.
And then the scene unfolds.
Hi, ma'am. Do me a favor, step out of the vehicle for me. Put the phone down.
Why am I
Put your phone down. Step out of the vehicle. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Because, ma'am, you're driving entirely too fast for conditions. You put a lot of people's lives in jeopardy, okay?
The officers escort Sarah to the car and restrain her for no good reason before searching her car. She ignores Sarah's requests, which the officer, of course, denies.
Is there any way I can just you can make a phone call, but that's all you can do. If you want to call them, you're allowed to call them, but okay. Give me 1 second, I'll let you call them, okay?
The officers are then seen shamelessly joking around as she's being taken to jail.
Thank you. You're
Nope. I am, but without a stamper.
Sarah starts crying and apologizing.
Who do you need to call, ma'am?
Really big day at work.
Who do you need to call, ma'am?
When one of Sarah's friends offers to pick her car up, the officer starts being even more unreasonable.
You want me to come get your car?
Can you please?
He can't come get your car. He can't come and get your car.
I know. Okay, apparently he can't come get my car.
Why?
I don't know, babe.
Cobb County?
Where does he live?
Go to jail for reckless driving or speeding. You got to be double on his feet. This is the only thing they can arrest you for.
Okay, have a good day, sir.
Poor Sarah has no choice but to cry at everything that's happening to her. While Sarah was let off, she later went on the record to talk about her experience.
These people really put my freedom in the hands of a coin flip.
Angry over the entire coin toss that she had no idea about.
This really was all over nothing. It was a game.
After the video was released to the public, Courtney Brown and her fellow officer, Christy Wilson, were both fired for their careless behavior. Being a corrupt cop is one thing, but expecting all other cops to let you off the hook for breaking the law takes some serious guts.
My police ID's in there too.
On February 5th, 2020, two cops pull over Officer Amanda Myers for drunk driving. She stated she was backing up out of a parking space when another man who was pulling in struck her vehicle.
I'm a cop too, but I work side job and I work at the barn. Okay. And I was getting ready to leave. And this guy's like pulls in while I'm about to back out. And his front passenger light gets shattered because he pulls into me as I'm backing out. And he's going to be like, oh, well, she backed into me. But no, he pulled in. And I'm not trying to have my insurance because I know how that goes. Like, if you're in reverse.
But of course, he has a very different story to tell.
Can you talk to me over here?
Somebody over there was telling her to stop.
Okay.
And she did.
Okay. Did you call or did she call? You called. I got you.
He claimed that he was already backed out to make space when Amanda hit his car. But she keeps blaming him and trying to use her police officer status to get out of the problem.
Okay. Did you offer to give him money just to get him to be quiet about all this? Or because that's what he's also claiming.
No.
Yeah. You're a police officer?
Yeah, I am.
And when the officers let her know that they're onto her lies, she freaks out.
So this is probably the damage that what you're looking at right here.
That's not even the right side. Like, I don't even know, like, this wasn't even there.
Well,
how would
of
that
course it wouldn't be there.
How would that even hit, like, his passenger side?
Well, I don't know, but there are cameras here.
Okay, so let's look at the cameras.
Are you disputing the fact that there's an accident at all?
I mean, yes and no. Like, I feel like...
Why don't you call and verify that? You feel like what?
Like, I backed up and I felt like maybe like
Just throw your keys up on the dash, okay?
And then she tries to downplay just how drunk she actually is.
How much do you drink today?
Not a lot.
What's not a lot?
I'm gonna say like maybe 2 or 3 drinks. It was all before 4:30.
What though?
2 or 3 shots before 4:30. Vodka?
Okay.
That was all before 4:30, and it's 7 now.
Okay. Would you object to doing any standardized field sobriety tests?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
You know that'd be a refusal, right?
Yes.
Once again, she tries to call in a favor by saying she's a cop too.
My police ID is in there too.
What's that?
My police ID is in there too. Like,
I understand that, but you do know what comes with a refusal, correct?
yes. And I know that...
Do you maybe want to rethink that decision?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, hands are kind of tied then.
When she's being transported to jail, Amanda once again throws a tantrum.
Thank you for making my life more difficult. No, I didn't do it to myself.
I gave you a chance to do the test.
To do SFSTs?
Yes.
Because any f***ing moron would do that? That's a f***ing trap. Don't even tell me it's not. You're a cop and you know the f*** it is. But to tow my car and to do this to me, like, you're an officer. Like, what the fuck?
So are you.
Yes.
She even goes so far as to threaten the cops for arresting one of their own.
Dude, I hope karma bites you in your ass. I hope. Are you new?
Nope. I'm a 7-year veteran.
Alright, well.
Amanda was then taken to the jail, where she was arrested for an OWI and relieved of her duties. Meet Officer Brianna Strauss from Federal Way, who's got the internet hitting the brakes after her TikTok video went viral for all the wrong reasons.
I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get the out of the way.
The entitled cop can be seen trying to justify corrupt behavior, basically saying that cops can speed whenever they want to.
If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. So you might as well get the out of the way.
Framing it as a public service announcement, she's pretty much admitting to abusing her power.
PSA to everyone out there. I'm speaking for myself, but I'm probably speaking for a large majority of other officers out there. If we're driving on the freeway in our police car, get the out of the way. Get the out of the way.
While the video is only a few seconds long, it's enough for people to know what a horrible person Brianna really is.
If you merge and we follow behind you and we merge too, you're probably in trouble. The best way to find that out is get the out of the way.
After all the backlash, she removed the video, but it was way too late.
I would say that any police officer who posts videos in their uniform, in their cruiser, is a dumbass. Don't do it. It's so cringy. I hate it. Other cops hate it. And if other cops are telling you that they don't hate it, it's because they're idiots too.
The folks over at Federal Way PD weren't exactly thrilled, to put it mildly. They stepped in and handed Officer Strauss a 10-hour timeout from the job without pay. Meet Zachary Wester, former deputy sheriff in Jackson County, Florida, who is accused of planning drugs on multiple unsuspecting drivers during traffic stops. This video shows one of these stops as he tries to search a driver's vehicle. After making the man watch from a distance, the cop returns to him with a bag of illegal substances.
Come on, man. You ain't had nobody in the vehicle with you? Huh? Have you had anybody in the vehicle with you lately?
Yeah, I had a girl named Crystal in there. Why?
Crystal who?
More or something like that. I don't know why.
Okay, all right. Honesty's gonna go a long way with me, okay, man?
Yeah.
All right.
What?
I've got to test this. Have you ever seen this before?
No. Okay. No. What is that?
Hang out with Deputy Jackson here.
The suspect tries to reason with the officer, but he obviously doesn't listen.
Whoa, man. Where'd you get that?
The center console.
There ain't no way, man.
The poor man insists that there's no way the drugs are his, and it's evident that he's freaking out at this point.
All right, look, man. It did field test presumptive positive for methamphetamine. Okay? Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If I read you your rights, will you talk to me?
I talked to you, man.
Okay.
I'm just saying, man. I ain't just... Dude, I'm just fucking...
We're going to get there. We're going to get there, okay?
But the cop makes up his own story.
I get into the vehicle, okay? You saw me work my way around. Same way I search every vehicle, start on the driver's side, go to the passenger side. Open up the center console, pulled all of your papers out of the center console. In the bottom in the corner, there was that little clear baggie painted black, or it's already black with creases in it. Okay? In the bottom of it's probably 0.20 of a gram of what appears to be methamphetamine. That's what my field test shows out here on the side of the road. Okay? Whenever I came back and talked to you about it, before reading you your rights, so I can't even put that in my report, I can't use that against you. You made the statement that you had someone in the vehicle with you, okay?
You really have to give it to Wester though, because his acting is spot on. The poor man can't do anything but beg the officer to let him go, but that's obviously not gonna happen.
I treat everybody with the same amount of respect they treat me, all right? You've been nothing but respectful, okay? I couldn't ask you to be any more respectful, man. I'm just trying to figure out how that stuff got in your car. Turn around and talk to me. Open up your mouth. Lift your tongue up. Okay. You think she had? I don't have much discretion with that, man.
Dude, that moment's going to work. Oh, man. Dude, I'm serious, dude. Anything. What you want me to do, man?
Listen, man. I don't have discretion with feelings, okay?
Hey, man, if I know that was in there, you think I'd tell you go here and search, man? Come on, man. Really?
People still do sometimes, and that's why I was getting around to the fact that you see the person that was with you, were they using or shooting up or smoking while they were in the car? Because whenever I ask you that, you kind of put your head down and look away. It makes me kind of think that maybe, yeah.
No, man.
Nah?
I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me.
Can I smoke a cigarette, please? Please?
But that's not it. Why? Because Zachary did the exact same thing with this woman. The woman waits patiently outside as Zachary searches her car. For a good while, everyone seems to be laughing and talking normally.
Sleep with an 84-year-old in the room with you last night.
Now, when Zachary walks up to her, showing her evidence of drugs in the car, she starts losing it.
No, sir.
I'm not going to ask you any questions. I'm going to read you your rights first, okay? So just hang out for 50 AK.
What is it?
I have an idea. We're going to test it, though, okay?
Then Zachary tells her they found methamphetamine in her car, which is unbelievable.
I said I didn't have anything on me in the truck.
Oh, okay, but do you have anything on your person?
I have nothing on me to my knowledge at all.
All right.
And I'm not trying to be ugly.
It did return presumptive positive for methamphetamine, okay? I'm just letting you know, okay?
He even places the bag on the car for a while, hoping to get the lady's fingerprints on it, so the evidence can be more incriminating. The lady is then going to be arrested, but she gets to make one call, where she lets all the heat out.
In the spoon, there is laying a little bitty, like, I guess a little tiny bag. He says it tests positive for methamphetamine. So I guess I'm gonna go to jail, and it sure ain't mine, and nobody's been in my truck but me. And I'm sorry for the embarrassment, but I assure you if it was mine, I'd tell you. And tell him, and just as sure as I'm out trying to take care of my business, this is crazy. I ain't even looked at no dope. Believe that.
Another video of the footage shows the corrupt officer ransacking through the suspect's car, planting the evidence in there. He's then clearly seen planting the drugs in there himself. After all these videos were released to the public, Officer Zachary was taken to court to pay for all his crimes. In the end, he was sentenced to 12.5 years in prison, which is still pretty tame for the amount of lives he's ruined. If you thought that was wild, wait till you see this next officer's sneaky game, caught on his own body cam.
What's that? What's what?
I got you on camera, bro.
Meet Officer Matthew Gorney, who's just pulled this black man over for a traffic stop. But what the driver doesn't know is that the officer's real intentions are much more sinister.
I got specks of green. You're good to search if you need to.
As a bunch of cops arrive at the scene, Gorney goes back to the car, not realizing that his body cam is still rolling. And that is when the passenger catches him red-handed.
What's what? What's what word?
I got you on camera, bro.
I got you on camera. We're all good.
Hey, bro, you just threw that in here.
Yeah, because it was in his pocket and I don't want to hold on to it.
Another angle shows the incident much more clearly, as the cop tosses a plastic bag of drugs inside the car.
Hey, bro, what's that?
What's what?
That you just threw in here.
What's what word?
I got you on camera, bro.
I got you on camera. We're all good.
Hey, bro, you just threw that in here.
Yeah.
As the suspect records the whole thing, the cop starts giving explanations, but he's not buying them.
Hey, bro, you just threw that in here.
Yeah, because it was in his pocket and I don't want to hold on to it. It's on their body cam that they took it off of him, so.
You got in here, bro. I got you on camera, man.
I'm telling you where it came from, so.
I got you on camera, bro.
It's an empty baggie at the moment, too, so. Okay, buddy.
You can hear the denial in the officer's voice, though. The driver later went on to social media to talk about the whole thing.
Fish Kid Savo, local rapper from Racine, Wisconsin. I am okay. I'm not locked up. I was detained for a little while, and they talk about investigation. I am the guy that you see going all over the internet, surfing the internet with the police trying to throw the baggie in my car. I am okay. I did not get arrested, but I am taking legal action. I have contacted a lawyer due to the weekend. It's not going as fast as supposed to. The process is going a little slow. I have sent video to news articles and
After the incident started going viral, the police chief stepped in to do some damage control.
One thing is clear, and that is that evidence was not planted, and the officer did nothing illegal in this incident, and certainly nothing in the realm of what he was accused of. When we get it wrong, we will take ownership of it and we will make corrections. But this case, we did not get it wrong.
But his refusal to admit his employee's dirty move only sparked more outrage.
I think it's very unfortunate that a short cell phone video clip can generate all of this negative attention.
When a corrupt cop is on your tail, it's not easy to stand up to them. Thankfully, these two dirty cops got a little too confident, trying to send innocent people to jail, and were caught on camera.
Well, here you go. That's the weeds.
In less than a month, Baltimore's police are back in the hot seat with another allegation of planting evidence, this time caught on body cam during a November traffic stop.
Ma'am, is this car registered released in your name? Is it leased in your name?
No matter how well the suspect responds, the cops just don't want to let them go.
No, I know.
At this point, though, they haven't really found anything in the vehicle.
Is your license in here?
Yeah, everything is
But here's the twist. The body cams go off, and when they flick back on, we see an officer by the car, drugs suddenly in play.
Anybody on you?
Yeah. I just turned on. You're not supposed to. Did anybody check this compartment here yet? Well, here you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I knew it. That's why they were freaking out. That's the weed smell right there, too.
That's why they were freaking out.
Oh, these are like little fives.
Yeah. She had a 19.5 weed and a pocket. Jacket pocket.
These little small bags, and here's some dirt.
Hey, I'm gonna go hot just for this recovery and everything.
Yeah.
But I've been off because I wasn't obviously hiding, so.
The suspect keeps insisting that they're not his, but the cops aren't exactly here to listen. Another angle of the footage shows an officer squatting by the car as his colleagues cover him. About 30 seconds later, another officer approaches the car and voila, the drugs magically appear.
Did anybody check this compartment?
But what they don't know is that the suspect's dash cam has been recording the entire thing. The suspect immediately took these corrupt officers to court where they're being tried for tampering with evidence. Thankfully, these officers in Baltimore got what was coming to them. But sometimes these dirty cops have a way of avoiding the law before they eventually get caught.
There's weed flakes right there. Bingo.
Meet officers Kyle Erickson and Elmer Pastrin, who were caught planting drugs on innocent people not just once, but twice.
Because the car smells like marijuana, so we're going to check it, all right?
Okay, and then what?
Then that's it. Then I got to make sure everything's good with your end with the license. If it's just a permit, I'm not going to give you the summons for it. And I told you just get the taillight fixed. There's nothing in the car. You'll be good to go, all right?
When the suspects say that they want to be present during the search of their car, the cops aren't having it.
Ma'am, just hop up, please.
This is ridiculous.
What is that, just trash you have there? No, in your hand. In your hand. It's trash?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Hey, how about, I don't want you to get hit by a car. Let's chill on the sidewalk.
One of the officers takes the woman to the side before getting the driver to step out.
Nothing. We need to check the car, so I need you to hop out.
Okay, I'm getting out.
Okay.
Relax. I don't have nothing on me. I can barely move.
Yeah, hang out with me.
No, I gotta put my jacket on. I don't want to.
Once he checks it, he'll hand it back to you. He's got to check. It's our job, bro.
You can tell the driver is getting pretty frustrated at this point.
Nothing in my jacket. I'm not.
Okay, well, he's gonna check it.
I don't have nothing No,
relax.
No, I don't need to.
This situation is about to escalate for no reason.
No, because I didn't do nothing.
The officers eventually have to restrain the man, and that's when things start to escalate.
I'm not doing it. Man,
yo, don't touch. Leave the jacket there.
Put it down. There's nothing in my jacket. So get off. Hey, yo, get off of me.
You then see a brief glimpse of one of the officers checking the suspect's jacket. And while the suspect insists that he's not carrying anything, the cops keep searching his possessions as he lies on the ground in pain. And when nothing seems to be happening, one of these corrupt officers decides to take matters into his own hands.
I just gotta check it real quick. I just gotta check it real quick. Let me check it real quick. All right.
One of the officers grabs the man's jacket and goes off camera to check it for a second time. He's seen messing around with it for quite a long time. And guess what?
There's weed flakes right there. Bingo.
Soon enough, they call their supervisor to tell him this fake story.
Sir? Yeah, we're good. We stopped the car for a taillight. We reeked the marijuana. Asked the passenger to get out. He got out and he grabbed the jacket, and we wanted to search the jacket before he grabbed it, make sure nothing crazy was in there. And he just got combative and started fighting us. Yeah, we're good. Nobody's hurt.
The man is taken to the hospital because of a previous abdominal injury that opened up during the altercation. And when his girlfriend comes in asking when she can go, the officers refuse to give her a straight answer.
Yo, how long is this gonna take?
Had he cooperated, he would have been gone. No summons. said anything.
Where they taking him?
Probably Rumsey, Richmond University Medical Center.
But that wasn't the first time something like this happened. In New York City, a traffic stop by officers Erickson and Pastron unfolded the exact same way.
I don't appreciate being lied to. I know there's weed in the car. I smell it.
Nah, no weed in the car. I swear to God, we just smoked. Wait, why are you searching me? Like, why are you touching me? No, I don't have nothing on me.
One of the officers searched the entire car, and during his search, he pretty much exposes himself.
We gotta find it. You know what I mean?
Erickson's body cam glitches right as he tells his partner they have to find something, but Pastran's camera keeps rolling.
Backseat looks pretty clear.
Now, the cops still can't find anything in the car, but a minute later, Erickson searches the back seat once again. His camera still off. His partner's camera shows him fiddling with something in the back seat, but he hasn't found anything yet. And then there's the twist. The owner of the car starts filming Erickson fiddling in his car, accusing him of planting drugs in his car.
Yo, you were just playing something in my car?
Bro, step back.
Excuse me. Wait, hold on.
Step back.
Yo, he put something in my car, yo! He put something in my car!
Now, when Erickson's camera comes back on, voila, a joint appears. But the suspect is sure that he's being set up.
Yo, so y'all just put weed in my car, son?
Bro, we did not do that. Why would we do? He has a camera, I have a
in my car.
He has a camera, I have a camera. Why would we do that? Like I said, the minute we stopped you, everything's being recorded. So for him to do that, that'd be the dumbest thing ever. He'd lose his job over a dumb arrest like this.
Despite Pastran previously seeing nothing, the driver, Kuyate, was jailed for 2 weeks, while the two officers still haven't been brought to court.